It's time now for the Weekend Grill, though, and we're joined this morning by therapist Karen Phillip and social commentator Lisa Oldfield. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Conscientious objection to childhood immunisation is on the rise as parents have found a loophole in the new no jab, no play law that allows unvaccinated children to be enrolled in childcare centres. Lisa, first of all, should parents be told if their kids are playing with unimmunised children?
Absolutely, Peter. And look, this is very topical in our household. We have a 3-year-old who starts kindergarten this year and a baby at home. So, look, I would feel very uncomfortable with my child playing with children who are not immunised, not only because the toddler is exposed to children who are not vaccinated, but I wouldn't want one of those children coming into my home and potentially exposing my new baby, or elderly relatives who are immunocompromised. So yeah, look, I think we need to take no jab, no play a lot further.
Okay.
It's a very difficult one. There's so much controversy about the subject, and parents feel that they've got a legitimate right to not immunise their children. But I think the fact that there's such a small amount of children that may have a reaction to a needle compared to the protection that these immunisations give children and the community. And as Lisa said, it's not just protecting other children, but it's a protection of the elderly in our community, the ill in our community, and if the children are in the community unvaccinated, well, it's putting everyone at risk, really.
Is it selfish?
Extremely. And it was interesting. We actually excluded a mother from our mothers group because she chose not to vaccinate. And we said, that's entirely your choice, but it's our choice to protect our toddlers and our babies.
Yes.
And what about the fines, up to $4,000? Is that excessive?
That is ridiculous. I'm involved in childcare centres as well, and it is absolutely ridiculous. The pressure that is going onto the centres is insane. The cost is also absolutely ludicrous. I think there's a lot better ways of dealing with it than to try and go in the back door and fine childcare centres, because the children are actually permitted to attend this year, even without a vaccination. They bring in the conscientious objection letter and they're allowed to attend. So it makes it very, very difficult for all centres, family daycares, preschools, yes, all of them.
Okay, move on to the next topic now. And desperate mums are travelling across the country to go to sleep schools as a last resort to settle their babies. Karen, do you think mums and dads have had enough support in these, or are getting enough support in these early stages?
I don't think parents have ever had enough support in these early stages. The fact is, these days, even though there's a lot of information about it, we tend to go to our doctors who have probably never been a 24/7 mum and up every night for weeks and months at a time. There's books, but the fact is that we need the confidence to know what we're doing is actually right and not hurting our baby. And because we have an emotional attachment to our child, when they cry, we react to that. So it's really difficult. We don't have a lot of close family around, and our peers and our friends are probably struggling exactly the same. But what I've done in the book that I wrote, there was a whole chapter on sleep, and what I suggested, if Dad works Monday to Friday, then he in fact gets up on Friday night and Saturday nights to feed Bubby, okay, whether it's expressed or bottled milk. That gives Mum at least 2 nights sleep a week, rather than running for up to 5 or 6 months sleep deprived, because you can't respond properly.
7 days a week without sleep.
Crazy.
Yeah. Lisa?
Look, no, I completely agree. And one of the best things that a friend gave me when I had our first child was actually a doula who came to visit our house, and she was there basically to provide me with that confidence, not only teaching me how to settle the baby into a sleep pattern, but how to do basic things like change a nappy.
Yes.
But look, all I can say is if there are people out there who have friends that are having a baby, don't go and buy them a teddy bear, don't go and buy them flowers. Give them a voucher to say, I'll come over and look after the baby for one night and let you sleep. Sleep is just so precious.
The idea of a sleep centre is interesting though, isn't it?
They've been around for a very long time, 50 years plus that I'm aware of. And they really are very supportive and helpful, but I don't know if we really need to be going to sleep centres, and if you've got a younger child at home and you've got the next one that is perhaps unsettled, rather than packing up for a week and going there, I think we need to put some of our funding into assisting the parents in their own home. And usually, and I've found with the parents that I've assisted, 2 or 3 nights and you've got it covered.
All right, now this one is an interesting one. This is topic 3. Finally, the hidden world of masking has been revealed in a new documentary called Secrets of the Living Dolls. It's about the growing number of men who transform themselves into female dolls. Take a look.
Female maskers are a hidden community of ordinary family men
They're not freaky people. They're just like you and me.
who lead extraordinary double lives.
I'm not going anywhere near a ball.
But, fearing scorn and ridicule,
Hey, what is that?
most have kept their secret behind closed doors.
I wouldn't walk, 20 steps down the road dressed as a pole.
I don't know about that.
Could you ever imagine your husband doing that?
Oh gosh, no. They're but interesting segue. I'm exhausted with all these people that don't vaccine their kids. I haven't had a lot of sleep. I would love to have one of those masks just to not have to worry about hair and makeup. No, look, obviously they're not hurting anybody. It's it's harmless stuff, but perhaps they should seek some sort of psychiatric help.
Oh, look, it's confronting because it's different and it's new. It's probably similar to when a lot of people started to get tattoos all over their body. We viewed them all as the other side. But now it's very accepted, and they basically are wearing masks on their body, some on their face as well. So people that do this, yes, they may have psychological reasons that they're doing it, but they're not hurting anyone. And, good luck to them. If they want to do that, hey, why not?
Do you see this catching on? Is this going to be a new trend here?
Not particularly, I don't think so.
Hi, Grandpa.
I think there's always been that small group of people that, for whatever reason they have, do this, and it's just coming out a little bit more. We're just becoming aware of it a little more, I think, but I think it's always been there.
That was a good range of topics that we did have today. Thank you for coming in, ladies, and discussing that with us.
Pleasure, thank you so
Entertaining.
much.
Sylvia?